Taylor Swift, I'll give it to her. She writes literally all her music. She's so talented.
Mind you, I couldn't sit through a whole concert.
I think it'd be weird if he was a Swiftie.
Like that one. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear?
That's a good song. Imagine you being a Swiftie at the concert.
Well, no, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? Oh, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Dani's sweating.
I'm hot today. I'm literally boiling.
She's a bit clammy, I've noticed. And
why am I so warm? What is wrong with me?
I don't know, darling.
Literally feel like I'm in a summer's day right now.
Yeah, well,
we're at the end of the year.
Well, we've got to accept that them days are gone.
Yeah.
We're coming up to the turn of the year.
We are.
Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming. Oh my God, where is this year gone?
How do you feel about it, Christmas? I mean,
I literally love Christmas.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the whole family being together, putting a cracker, watching the speech, having a roast dinner.
Yeah, okay, go on.
I just love it. You know, like when you wake up in the morning, but I feel like you've always, like when I lived with you, you always made Christmas so special. Do you know what I mean? Like having our Bucks Fizz. Oh, I do love it.
It's a day of... I mean, I didn't have a good Christmas last year. It wasn't the best. I mean,
you really did. We had Christmas at my house, so it's actually devastating that you really did enjoy it.
Well, it's because it was a very, how can I put it, perimenopausal mother.
Oh, God, Dan.
No, I know. I'm just saying that, you know, it was an odd... Because I love Christmas. I've always loved it. But last Christmas, you know, it was a bit of a tricky one.
And everyone got a sickness bug. Remember?
Was it a lot of it? Was that a lot?
Yeah, remember? There was a sickness bug in the house.
Yeah, it was because your uncle Tolo brought it in, didn't he?
No, well, they say this, but then I don't know if it was my kids because the day before Christmas Eve, Santi was sick and had an upset stomach.
Yeah.
And then by the twins were being sick on Christmas Day, but they were so small still, I didn't know if it was from the milk. And then by Boxing Day, everyone was spewing and
you're right.
shitting themselves.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah. Other than you.
I forgot.
Always
I was
missing
all right.
the bugs.
I don't know why, see. I think it was, you know... Maybe the amount of booze I had in my system. I think the virus just didn't fancy it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't want to stay in this body.
No,
Get me out of this body lively. But you know, you let it go. You know, Christmas is it's the idea again of forced fun.
Yeah.
It's like holidays.
Yeah.
You know,
Christmas can be really hard for.
So you've got to have fun today.
Yeah.
It's got to be the best day ever.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always work out like that.
No, it doesn't.
But I'm looking forward to Christmas. What about the present thing? You know,
obviously we spoke about this because obviously I speak to my friends and stuff about it, and like a lot of them, they don't all buy each other presents. So like obviously you buy the kids presents. Do you know what I mean?
It's about the kids.
It's about
really,
the kids,
man.
Isn't it? Them waking up and opening up their little presents, and like Santi's at the age now where like he's really understanding and tells me what he wants, what he wants from Father Christmas.
He's finally going to get it, isn't he, this year?
And he's 4 in January, isn't he? So he's getting there now. But like, I feel like it's so stupid, like that we're always spending so much money on cousins and aunties and like nans. It's just too much, isn't it? Like we basically, we all love each other very much. It's not about the present. So I don't know why I said this to you, but I said this to Mummy before. I was like, please, like, just don't buy me nothing this year. Like, leave it. And like, but she will. She won't. She's like, I can't not buy you something.
No, that's just the thing, isn't it? I mean, I think...
because we obviously do it.
Buying for adults is tricky. I think it's all about the kids.
It's not so much like giving you a gift. It's just like, the buying. Like, what do you want? Like, you always end up with stuff on Christmas Day that you don't want. Do you know what I mean? You always end up with a bath bomb.
No, I know, of course.
Don't know how many times I've had to tell people I hate bath bombs.
Well, and I do need new socks, so it's come in. You know, as an old dad, granddad, it's socks and pants.
I'll buy you your socks and your pants.
Bit of squirt.
Bit of squirt. I
nice
always
bit of
get you
nice bit of squirt. Although my squirt isn't cheap.
Are you on the Tom Ford still?
For the viewers listening, squirt is another word for sort of aftershave.
Yeah. Are you still on Tom Ford?
I'm on the Tom Ford.
Yeah.
Anyone out there that wants to smell like me, then Tom Ford Tobacco Vinyl.
And we found that smell because when we did Nativity the musical with Rylam, he smelled like a goddess.
I nicked that smell of a Rylam.
He just smelled gorgeous. Like you knew where Rylam was because he smelled so amazing. Right. And then we said to him, "What one is it?" And now you have it.
And now,
Rylan, obviously, when I see him, he still smells that good.
Although I like to layer up my smells.
Yeah.
So I go for a bit of Dior underarm.
Yeah, is it you have the Dior?
And then Dior sort of aftershave, and then on top of it, a bit of Tobacco Vinyl.
But you do take a little while to get ready in the morning. You do have your little stations of what you do.
Well, I like to have a shower, don't I? And then jump back in bed.
Yeah.
sort of dry off.
You have your little grooming sessions.
Put my telly back on. That's why I get up a little bit earlier. Bit odd.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's cold. You get stuck in your towel, didn't you? You can't fucking.
Yeah,
move.
that's what's so hard now. Like with the cold mornings.
Put me a bit of tinted moisturiser on. My little bit of Soleil. So if Soleil want to collab with me, I'm always here. It needs to be an instant.
Yeah, he likes the wash off.
I just like to look half healthy.
Yeah.
And if you look a bit brown, you get away with it. So that's my sort of routine in the morning.
But it is exciting, Christmas. Like the girls and stuff. The twins, I feel like this year and stuff, I can get. Like last year, we literally bought them like nothing.
I mean, what do you want for Christmas? I mean, what do you want?
I just don't. I like a candle.
When I bought you a nice casserole dish.
You buy me like. Oh yeah, I would like. You bought me my pans and stuff for my birthday. The Gordon Ramsay ones. They were fantastic. They are.
Well, they want to be. They're fucking expensive.
They really. But it's just silly. Like I just don't feel like you need to keep buying me gifts.
No, okay, that's good for me.
Yeah, but Mummy won't agree.
I'll wait till Christmas Eve and Mum ain't like a fucking lunatic anyway.
I know you do.
Like probably most men out there.
You buy them for Mum. It's hard. It's all the rushing around and trying to buy things. It can be a little bit hard.
But anyway, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we don't want to piss on your Christmas. Just buy for the kids. Don't fucking.
You don't need to go
buy for your fucking cousins and aunts and uncles with that bollocks. You know what I mean?
Or do Secret Santa.
No, that's too much egg as well.
I don't mind a Secret Santa gift.
Who's organising it?
The family, you can literally have a WhatsApp group, then you put all the names in a pot. I think there's like an app that you can do that with.
Yeah, I'm already confused.
All right.
So what have you been up to anyway this week? You've been away.
I went to Leominster, didn't I?
That's right, you did.
No one knows where Leominster is. So
do you
want
to explain why you went to Leominster?
So Jared's family are from Leominster, and I always say it's an hour from Wales, like it's an hour from Birmingham.
It's a weird way to explain a gaff. Yeah, it's about an hour from Wales.
I don't really know how to, because people look at me, they're like, where? Like, no one knows what Leominster is.
Well, what you say is you say West Midlands.
It's the West Midlands, okay.
I'm
like, it's like a farm.
But then people go, where the fuck's the West Midlands?
Yeah,
you go, it's near Hereford.
Yeah, near Hereford.
That's the next one. They go, where's Hereford? You go, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No one knows where Hereford is that have done all this. And now go is an hour from Wales. And they go, oh, okay, fits.
So Jared being the most famous person to ever come out of Leominster.
I wonder if,
by far.
Joe, who else is from Leominster? Ellie Goulding. Or Hereford she's from.
Oh, see.
20 minutes up the road, though.
Hereford's the glamorous side of Leominster.
Yeah, it's got more stuff in it. It's got the Costas and
what's
the
it got in
Starbucks
Leominster?
It's very, very small Leominster. You know what I love about Leominster is it's very, like, homely. Like, there's no Costa coffees, there's no Starbucks. Like, Dad, when you go in, like, the little coffee shops and stuff, like, like, they've got all their homemade cakes and it's all
lovely.
just really family. Do you know what I mean? Like, their little cafes and stuff are just so cute. There's a lot of antique shops. Like, you would love that.
I need to get myself to fucking Leominster.
It's a good drive. It's 3.5 hours. Like, it's a good drive. But you'd love it. It's just nice there. It gets you away. You're in the countryside.
Oh, and I think, and also Jared, he needed to go home for a bit.
He hadn't been home for a year,
exactly.
So he was so excited to go home. Like, he was like, he couldn't wait to just see his family and obviously all his friends, and it was really, really see his mates.
And he went and had a booze, didn't he?
In the White Lion.
Well, obviously not too many because obviously West Ham captain. But what's the boozer called?
The White Lion.
The White Lion. So anyone
that
fancies a trip to Leominster, get yourself down to the White Lion.
Yeah, he went to White Lion.
So if you fancy getting off your nut and buying antiques, then Leominster is the place for you. There's no two ways about it. But no, you needed it. You needed a break. And also your children who are half Leominster.
They're half Leominster.
Leominstonians,
yeah,
we call them.
Leominstonians, yeah.
They need to run around in fields.
And it was nice for them to obviously, like I was saying to you, like it's hard because like with family and stuff, obviously I've got yous, but they've got not his side of the family, and we don't really get to see them.
No,
we see each other twice a year, really. Right. So it was so lovely for the kids to just run around with a little. And they was also excited to see them. And Carol, Jared's nan, made I have to give you a slab of her. She did a walnut cake.
Walnut. What is it? Walnut.
The coffee and walnut cake.
Coffee and walnut.
I will give you a nice slab when you drop me home. Honestly, she's so good. Yeah. So we went round there. She's done all different cakes, and she does a lasagna, Carol. Right? Jared's nan does a lasagna. It's like a 48-hour lasagna. So she slow cooks it for the day.
48-hour lasagna.
So she slow cooks it for the day, lets it rest overnight.
Wow.
To then cook it the following day. Mince.
Yeah, but what meat?
Beef mince, lasagna.
Oh, beef. Yeah, you can get lamb mince, pork.
Yeah, I don't. You cook sometimes with pork mince, which scares me a little bit. It does scare me a little bit. But it does taste nice. But it does scare me a little bit. Like chicken mince scares
so it
me.
takes her 48 hours to do a lasagna.
Yeah,
okay.
so she like does it like, and it's all slow cooked, and it's just beautiful. She had all jacket potatoes. It was just so lovely for Jared to be around his family, and I love his family. They're so lovely.
Oh, that's
we
that's
love.
nice.
Oh, especially my Carol.
Well, we're all about to become as one, aren't we?
Yeah, the Dyer and the Bowens.
The Dyers and the Bowens. I mean, what a group
Mix
of
up
people.
that is,
What
eh?
a mob that is.
Yeah.
And
Sandy loved it. He just loved playing. He was such a good boy. I took his Spider-Man light, which I was a bit worried about the whole sleep thing, but he has to sleep with his Spider-Man light on now. And I'm so glad I took it because he slept in the spare bed like a dream with his 8 dummies around him, which do need to go at Christmas.
Well, I think you've got it. Now what you can do,
how am I going to get
and
rid?
If there is any children listening, then you shouldn't fucking be listening because there's swearing in this podcast.
Yeah.
But, the whole, the lie that we tell our kids about Father Christmas, and it's awful. We try and convince them that a geezer comes down the chimney.
Yeah, I know. As a mince
flies
pie.
all around the fucking world. As a bit of mince pie and a mouthful of milk. Or sherry.
Yeah, sherry.
Leaves all your presents and then fucks off without a trace.
I know.
So but what you do is you're gonna use it as a bargaining tool to go, right, listen, Father Christmas is going to come down that chimney, he's going to bring you loads of beautiful presents, but he will have to take your dummies this year.
I just don't know if he's got. Dad, I tried it at Easter, and he was screaming at the door, saying,
I know.
"Please, Mummy, I need my
know.
dummies. I don't like the Easter bunny." Dad, hearing him cry like that, I had to give him back.
Yeah, because I think Easter's a bit of a shit. No one gives a fuck about Easter.
I know, but the thing is,
unless you're religious.
But then I just think there's two parts of my head, like my brain, because when I go to the dentist, obviously they moan at me because they're like, Danny's going to have dummy teeth. But then I'm like, at the end of the day, surely there's going to be a time he wakes up and don't want his dummy. Obviously he's going to be 15 on his way to school, like, Mum, let me have my dummy before I go in. I'll have that weird kid that still has dummies.
Yeah, and his teeth will grow around the dummy.
Yeah,
You know this, being an
I
ex-dentistry
know.
nurse.
Dad, I know, but when you're in it, it's so hard to get out of it.
You've got to fucking tell me.
I can't get rid of them.
I get it, darling. It gives you a bit of peace.
And he likes to sleep. It's so sad. Like, I need my nightly routines of like my neon sleep spray. I can only sleep with a certain pillow. Like, you know what I'm like? I'm an anxious person of the night time. If someone took my things away from me, I would be in such a pickle. So for me, I'm like, oh, bless him. If I take his dummy, he's like, how's he going to settle? It's coming from a good place.
Well, this is the thing, darling. He has to learn, okay? He's a blank canvas, aren't they,
People
children?
are sending me things that apparently you can put a dummy to a balloon and say goodbye to the dummy. I know all them things ain't going to work.
What do you
with
mean?
Sans.
Dummy?
So people tape the
dummy
to a balloon, and then the balloon flies away with the dummy, and the baby says goodbye to the dummy.
It's very dangerous for the environment.
Well, apparently.
And also, I don't know if the balloon would... Oh, no, maybe it would
but
take
that's
the dummy.
what I thought, like, the weight of the dummy would
No,
hit
I just think you've got to use Father Christmas for a good reason.
Try.
And he gets loads of gifts. You don't really get presents at Easter. What's in it for him? He gets a fucking Easter egg, but he loses out on the dummy, his comfort blanket.
Yeah, I know.
So I think
it's hard, though, Dad.
I know, I've done it, darling.
If it did ruin his teeth, I would rather him just decide when he wants to decide.
And also, he needs to learn how to comfort himself without putting a dummy in his mouth,
I know.
So it'll be fine. It'll all work out, baby. Don't you worry yourself about that.
He's 4 though, coming up. It's a bit silly now. Do you know what I mean?
I know it is. So we're going to wish you luck with that.
Thank you.
And obviously, your sister Sunny. She is in a performing arts college, because kids have to go to school until they're 18 now, which is such a kick up the bollocks. So they have to choose a subject anyway. So she's obviously took on performing arts because she wants to be an actor. I think she's going to do it. I think she can, she's got some real talent about her. And I believe she can, if she fucking really believes and pushes on, she can fucking, do whatever she needs to do within this industry. But at the moment, she's studying Pinter.
Yeah.
Obviously, Harold Pinter being my mentor, somebody that's, I miss very much. So the teacher asked me if I'd go in and be a teacher for the fucking day, which is weird.
That's so fun. Did you enjoy it?
Well, it's weird because Sonny was in the class, so obviously, it's weird. I did enjoy it, and I like to do anything that sort of makes me feel close to him, like I like to keep the Pinter name alive, and if there's anybody I sort of know about, it's him. I'm not very good with other writers and their work, and with his though, I've done 5 of his plays now, so I sort of understand what it means. It was interesting. So I went in the class and I said, look, listen, I ain't got no big opening gambit. Yous are all here for a reason. You all want to be actors. I said, well, I presume so. I said, put your hands up if you want to be an actor. And everyone put their hand up other than 2 of them. And I went, oh, right. So I said, what do you want to do then? He went, I want to get into cyber security. I thought, fucking hell, what the fuck is that?
Then?
No, but I thought, well, no, because he had to take, I told you they have to go to school till they're 18.
Oh, so he thought he'd do a little bit.
So what some people do is that they take the performing arts course.
Thinking it's easy.
Well, it's better than geography, sociology, maths.
Yeah.
You think it's easier?
Yeah.
So two of them were honest. I went, okay. And then I gave them 2 weeks to learn one page from a play I did called The Dumb Waiter.
Yeah.
Which you came to see.
Yeah.
Me and Martin Freeman did it. So it's two roles essentially in this play. And what I wanted them to do is get into pairs. And they basically, the task was that to learn both dialogues.
Yeah.
And then so they swap roles. So anyway, I asked them who wants to be an actor. All the hands went up and they went, who's learnt their lines? And they all sort of sheepishly put their hands up. Now I thought, oh, okay, that's all. I went, oh, amazing, great, because obviously we're going to do the thing in a minute.
Yeah.
And hardly any of them have learnt their fucking lines.
It's Sonny.
So Sonny was all over it. All over it, this kid. So I was a bit confused because I was like, so if you want to be an actor, you got to learn lines.
Yeah.
It's the fucking basic thing.
Yeah, you have to learn.
Secondly, if you haven't learned them, don't lie.
Yeah,
because you're going to have to stand up on the stage in a minute and do it.
Yeah.
And so it was quite hard watching some of them just fall into pieces because they hadn't learnt it. And so I said, do you want to get the scripts? They went, yes. So basically, I'm just going to watch two people reading off a piece of paper.
Yeah, because you can't really perform when you're reading off a bit of paper, can you?
Well, I didn't want to bollock them, because I wasn't there for that. And it's all about confidence acting, so I didn't want to shatter their confidence. But I did just keep reiterating, if you get a job in the acting world and you turn up and you don't know your lines, it's the worst thing.
Yeah, you can't, you just
and
can't
you've got a crew just standing around waiting for you because you haven't learnt your lines. I asked a couple of them, I said, so like you've had 2 weeks to learn it, like, have you looked at it every night? No. I was like, all right, okay, so well, maybe every couple of nights, yeah? No, not really. I thought, what the fuck have you been doing? I gave you 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it was a bit odd. It's not for everyone. I think you've got to learn how to live with rejection as an actor.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I did explain to them that I've managed to carve a career out for myself. It's been up, it's been down. There's been times where I've just thought, maybe I've had my run. But you've got to keep persisting, you know what I mean? And to get a career out of it, there's only a very certain amount of people that actually earn proper money in acting. I suppose, like in most fields, really. But I felt closer to Harold, so it was a nice emotional day. I quite enjoyed it.
They might be employing you, Dad, next year to be a drama teacher.
No, I did swear a lot in the lesson.
Dad.
Well, just being me.
Was the teacher in there with you?
Yes. Well, she asked me to do it, didn't she?
That's so lovely.
We had a couple of WhatsApp messages, you know what I mean? A bit odd. But old Tanya, shout out to Tanya. I appreciate her showing the students Pinder.
Yeah.
Because, his writing is incredible. And I think young people need to learn about him more if they can.
And it's good that you went in and did that.
No, I did. I was proud of myself and I got it done, you know what I mean? And I was, I sort of walked out there with a little bit of a fucking spring in my step,
you've become a school teacher this year.
Well, let's not go too far.
Because
I'm not fucking... Good morning, Mr. Dyer. Oh, that
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, there's none of that. I didn't have to read that.
Huh? I missed doing that.
No, I don't.
You're not?
Good morning, Mr. Dyer. Yeah, no, I hate school.
Yeah, I didn't like school.
No, it gives me the fucking horrors.
I always remember my maths teacher in primary school used to do maths. This was Custom House with digestive
Right, so your
biscuits.
maths teacher, did you say you used to do maths?
Yeah, my maths teacher in Custom House when I went to Rosetta.
When you was an East Londoner for a few years.
East Londoner.
Yeah.
He used to do like math stuff with digestive
probably
biscuits.
because he was a maths teacher.
No, but with digestives.
Oh, right.
He used to like cut up the digestives up and say, so if I've got a quarter of this digestive, then what would make this?
What is teaching? Teaching is about... It needs to resonate with the people so you learn it. So what he's done there is brilliant because you've remembered that.
Yeah.
Think of all them days you went to school, you remembered fuck all.
Do you know what? He was a really like Mr. Polar or something.
Did he eat the digestives?
Yeah, he had the digestives.
Yeah, so I'm assuming was he quite a rotund
Yeah, but he was so
teacher?
lovely. Do you know what? I think it was Mr. Polar.
Right, if there's a Mr. Polar out there, could you do get in touch?
Oh, no, I really liked
just
him.
Just because Dani just wants to know if you're still alive. Right, shall we... talk about conspiracies.
Yeah, let's go.
Because it's that time again.
Yeah.
And again, if you're new to the podcast, where the fuck have you been? If you're not, you'll understand that we're building up to the big climax, which is 9/11. But until that point, we're going to keep it very fucking generic.
Yeah.
But this is a fascinating thing.
Yes.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Wow.
So what is it, you ask? What is it? The Bermuda Triangle is a region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean, roughly bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. It's notorious for the mysterious disappearance of ships and aircraft over the years. The area covers about 500,000 square miles of ocean. Fucking hell, I didn't know that. Scientists generally attribute the disappearances to human error, weather conditions, and oceanic anomalies. But could there be something else at play? So basically, this is a manner in the sea where shit fucking...
Well, planes go missing.
Yeah, never to be found again.
And that's factual.
Yeah. One of the earliest incidents occurred in 1918 when the USS Cyclops, a massive US Navy ship, vanished without a trace, along with its 306 crew members while travelling from Barbados to Baltimore. No wreckage was ever found, and its disappearance remains one of the greatest mysteries in naval history. What the fuck? You know, because I feel that we're getting into some mad realms again, going back into maybe the UFO alien type.
Yeah, because it is weird, because there is a part, isn't there, where the planes can't go through. They have to go around.
They decide to not go through it
because planes just go missing.
Just go off radar.
How can it go missing?
Well, listen, in 1945, Flight 19, a squadron of 5 US Navy bombers disappeared during a routine training mission over the Triangle. The planes became disoriented.
Oh, I thought it was disorientated.
Anyway, they lost contact with ground control despite an extensive search operation. No traces of the planes or the 14 crew members were ever found. Even a rescue plane dispatched to find them also disappeared.
That is so weird.
The fuck is going on?
How does that even happen? Well, how can a plane just go missing?
Well, this is the thing, isn't
and
it?
Where does it disappear to?
I mean, I don't know if this is a conspiracy. I mean, this is just weird shit. Like, really weird shit.
I don't think this is conspiracy.
There's an area on the planet where if you go too far and deep into it, then you fucking disappear off the face of the earth.
Because they've done that. Do you remember they did that TV series, Lost?
Yeah.
A bit similar to kind of that, isn't it? Where they all just disappear.
No, there's a fucking plane crash, isn't it? And then they land on an island and they've got to survive, haven't they?
A bit similar.
I've got a few more. Right, so this is some of the theories surrounding it, right?
Right.
One of the more speculative theories suggests that the lost city of Atlantis, believed to have advanced technology, lies beneath the Bermuda Triangle. Some think this technology interferes with ships and planes, causing disappearances. I think that's bollocks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, my favourite one, UFO enthusiasts speculate that extraterrestrial activity may be behind the disappearances, with some suggesting that the Bermuda Triangle is a hotspot for alien abductions. It has to be. I mean, it has to be.
It scares the hell out of me.
Fucking aliens.
No, it scares me.
And they're so powerful, these fucking ships that they fly, they'll take the boat and everything in it, and they'll just study it and fuck about with it. I wonder what they are doing with it.
What are they doing, aliens? Because aliens, they're above us. Do you get it? Like, they come and visit us. We don't go visit them.
Well, no, we've only got to the fucking moon, or have we?
Well, shit.
You know, I like. I don't know why, but I like the idea of it, of aliens.
Oh, they scare me. I don't know why.
You know, and you know, like, they're watching us at all times. You know what I mean? And watching us fucking destroy ourselves at the moment. To be fair, another fringe theory, is that the Bermuda Triangle is a location of time warps or wormholes that cause planes and ships to disappear, either transporting them to another dimension or into the past or the future. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? If it did take it to the past.
I just think with the Bermuda Triangle, like, there's definitely, it's happened. Planes have gone missing, and it is usually around that, so it has to be true.
And again, it's something that's not written about enough. We don't hear about it enough.
But where and why? Because I always find planes quite fascinating anyway. Like, how do they know that there's another plane in the sky and that? Like, how do they know how to get...
Well, I believe they've got ground control,
yeah, but it's clever, isn't it?
What do you mean?
To be a pilot is very, very clever.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
God, yeah.
Like, to get from, you know, here to Australia, say, How'd you get there?
What do you mean?
I just find it so clever how
Most of it's all computer.
Yeah, no.
I'm not knocking pilots because I do think that's an incredible job.
Oh, it's an incredible job. I'm sorry.
And a scary job,
really scary.
Well, every time we even get in the car to drive, when you've got the kids in the car, you've got to be fucking on it, vigilant, and
I'm always more scared in the car with the kids. I don't take no risks.
But I'm flying a fucking plane, with like fucking 500 people on it.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like planes. I don't like the idea of them. I don't know how the fuck they get up in the sky, or how the fuck they land them. When there's shitty weather. But I do feel that this Bermuda Triangle thing, it's definitely got to be something to do with aliens.
Do you think it is?
Yeah, for sure.
Because how can a plane just disappear?
That's where they nick things and where they want to, I just think they've claimed that part of the earth.
Yeah, and if you go there.
I remember I watched a program called they drained the Bermuda Triangle, like the water underneath it, but it was a shit program. It didn't work out.
So Bermuda, it's just an area, right? The Bermuda Triangle is just an area, and if you go there, then you'll never be seen again.
No, so it's just a weird little manor that for some reason shit disappears.
And where is
I
it
think
located?
Compasses go a bit crackers.
Where is it located?
Well, it's located near Miami.
That's it.
Which is a bit of I want to go to Miami, by the way.
Yeah, so it's that kind of
Miami, Bermuda, obviously,
and
Puerto Rico. It's a nutty little triangle within that manor. So, that's anyone out there that knows anybody that knows anything about the fucking Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, it fascinates me.
Please get in touch.
Like the world is actually really.
We don't know enough about this bollocks. You know what I mean? But
no.
I think we need some fucking answers.
Yeah.
What, my sweet?
Right. We're on to our favourite part, aren't we?
Well, we've come to a point in the show. I hope it's working for the viewers. Is it working for you, this?
I don't mind it.
We've been promoting the show and everyone, sort of seems to be obsessed with the tumble dyer.
Yeah, we love the tumble dyer.
And we don't know what's going to come out of this fucking thing.
We have no idea.
So, should we go for it?
Yeah.
Tumble dyer. Do we talk to it?
No, we cue it, don't we?
Yeah, okay, tumble dyer. What you got for us, you mug? Straight out of the tumble dyer. Oh, music.
Oh.
Music's so important, isn't it?
I love music. I love nothing more than sitting in my car listening to music.
Yeah, it really, and it changes, doesn't it, from day to day of what sort of. See, we're such different generations that when I was young, it was all vinyl. You'd have a record player.
I know.
You'd have, you'd go and feel the record. You'd go into the shop. You'd smell it. There was something about it and putting it on a record player and putting the little needle on the thing. It sounds so fucking primitive now, doesn't it?
Isn't it mad to think? I still remember you used to have to record music and put it on the tape.
On the tape. Do you remember the tape?
And then put them in the car.
That's right.
It was
remember the tape.
CDs.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Do you know it weren't now like it's all connected on your phone and that. It was a CD. We got what you was given. And like singers, I always wonder that now of musicians and stuff. Like they used to sell CDs. They can't do that now, do they?
Well, I think it's coming back slightly, this vinyl thing.
Do you think?
I do. I think that they are selling vinyls now. And
it does look nice in your house, I reckon. Like if you're in an area.
And it's got that sort of crackly sound to it.
You'd suit it. Like, you've got your man cave. You'd really suit having one of them in there. Oh, we won't say this because Mummy really won't be happy.
Well,
he will be on eBay later buying one.
Yeah, no, I won't. Because then I'll start getting obsessed with buying loads of vinyls.
Yeah, and that will be up there.
And you know what I'm like? I'm a fucking loon. But what would you say, really? Well, we know who your favourite artist is, don't we? And that's Ariana.
Yeah.
Can you remember? Was there a first CD that you bought?
Justin Bieber.
It was Bieber, wasn't it?
It was Justin Bieber.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
When he came over here, and we went to. Well, we had a couple of moments really. We went to. He had a premiere of his film. I remember that.
No. I remember he had. Basically, me and Daisy took a day off school.
That's right, and I allowed this, didn't I?
You allowed it, and so did Daisy's mum. We both had to phone in sick, but I think our teachers know. And you had to take us to Westfield in London.
In Shepherd's Bush.
Which
is a fucking mission
to get up
from where we were.
4 a.m.
Yes.
To drop us, to queue, because only a certain amount of tickets you could get to meet Justin Bieber and him give you your signed
So basically,
disc.
you queued up all
At
day.
4 in the morning, and I don't think we see him until like 6 o'clock because you had to come pick us up in the evening.
Yeah.
And all.
So what was and what did he acknowledge you? I don't
No,
think he did.
it wasn't a great experience, really. I think for him, oh my God, I loved him so much actually at that time.
What was it about him?
Favourite girl,
was it his
them
music,
sort of
was it,
songs.
or was
I think
it
it was just because he was a very handsome boy with a guitar.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to have it like his signed autograph like framed on my wall. I love Justin Bieber. Like I think he could have been with Troy Bolton, one of my first crushes actually. But yeah, I remember it. I think for him,
obsessed with him.
I loved him. And I remember I was a believer. Oh God. Do you know they've got a Justin Bieber brunch now?
What?
So you can go, oh no, I can't, I'm too old. But there's a brunch that you can go to, like a girly brunch, and then like they play Justin Bieber songs and stuff.
Oh, well, so he's not there?
No, he's not there, no, but like you can like listen to his songs and dance and drink cocktails.
Oh, I see. So it's aimed at the women that loved him when they.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And then
Right.
then you have.
What do you make of him now then, old Bieber? I mean,
No, I like
a bit
Bieber.
fucked now, doesn't
No, but he's been through a lot, Justin Bieber. He's had a baby actually.
Yeah.
But with Hailey, but no, Bieber was like my young. I used to like, sometimes. Don't get me wrong. When his old music comes on, a bit like Baby and that, I do have a little listen and have a little sing. I know all of the words.
Song that was. Okay, so musically, I mean, it's not the best music. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying he's not talented, but you know, what would you say is your genre now? Is in a sense of. It's hard to say, really, isn't it?
I like a bit of everything. I really do like a bit of everything. Because I prefer artists, like, you know, they're like first albums before they like really become famous.
Yeah.
Like Dua Lipa's first album.
Yes.
I love her music now, but like her first album was like so raw. But obviously that music can't really make the radio stations as much because you need that poppy kind of vibe, don't you? Oh my God, like her first album was like the best. Love her.
Clever.
But she's great, Dua Lipa. I mean, look at her. She's fantastic.
I think Ed Sheeran
He's great.
He's a victim of his own success.
He's so good, Ed
Yeah, but I
Sheeran,
remember
isn't
he had like 5 songs in the top 10 once.
Yeah, how can...
And
like,
so it
how?
drove everyone fucking insane. It's just, well, it's that good.
Yeah, he's
but
so good.
But then it's just overload of fucking Ed Sheeran. And if you listen to something too much, it does send you mad. Is there anything you can remember about me playing music when you was young? What was in the background? Because, you know, you sort of get some musical influences from your parents.
Yeah.
Sort of like, I don't mind a bit of Elvis because my old man used to play a bit of Elvis.
You liked a bit of Kasabian and stuff,
my old man
didn't
used to
you?
like Billy. No, but I'm saying like when I was young. Well, the first record I bought was a song. I can't remember the geezer's name now, but it went, "Don't worry, be happy now." Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't worry, dude. Now I don't know why I remember it so well, but that was that was my first sort of like. Oh, I really loved that song. Can't think what year it is. I mean, I must have been 8, maybe.
Oh wow, yeah.
Something like that, you know, but that was my first thing I owned, like, as it musically, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I realised it was a shit tune. But I was really into rave music. That was my culture, darling, wasn't it?
That was like in your generation.
Yeah,
That's when the rave scene was about, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it really was. The Prodigy and people like that, you know, really like banging, you know, it was a very drug-fueled sort of, the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, the 80s, obviously I was a child. So the 90s really was, and it was all a lot of guitar bands and that Brit pop music. And so really that was the sort of shit I was into.
Because music's changed so much from then until now, isn't it?
It's so important though.
Yeah.
And, you know, we need it for very different things, you know what I mean? And it's got me through some dark times.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like sometimes you need a good cry, sometimes you whack a tune on. And we spoke about this before, but you know, it can take you to certain tunes that take you to an immediate place.
Yeah, it's so mad how music can do that. Because films don't do that, but music does.
Yeah, music really does.
You know, something will come on and straight away you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Worries me all this AI bollocks now.
Yeah.
That they can actually, they can do a tune, but fuck knows how they. I mean, it's so weird.
I find that AI thing that needs to be stopped. I think.
What?
That is scary.
Oh no, darling, where's it going?
I just don't like it.
No, I know, sweetheart. It's fucking.
Didn't America have they stopped working and stuff because of this whole AI thing?
Well, there was a SAG strike, wasn't there?
Yeah, that was it.
It was over a number of things. I think it was a writer's strike more than anything. But yeah, that did come into play as well. The AI thing.
Yeah, because the AI they were trying
they're cloning us.
cloning us, and then
but they're really smart. You know, like these. these AI
They look exactly. They look like you.
Yeah, I know they do, and they can interact with you.
Oh, it's so weird.
You can have a chat with yourself.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Which I've done many times on nights out.
And you can download like an AI thing. That was funny.
Oh, it just took a while to click in, didn't it? You know what I mean?
You can download the AI thing that can write you out a message.
Yeah.
So you can like say, "Oh, can you write me an email?"
Oh shit! Yeah,
to
that's
my mum's,
weird, isn't it?
Yeah, can you write me an email to my little boy's school teacher? Say this, and they'll write your whole email out.
I wouldn't trust that though, would you?
So scary.
I mean, what if the AI starts flirting with them?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. There's something
and
about
then you go,
AI.
"Oh no, it wasn't me. It was AI." Yeah, of course it was.
Why does it even need to? Why? Why has that been
Technology,
made into
babe, we've
existence?
come so fucking far.
Oh, no, isn't it weird?
But the fact that they can make Beatles music now, when fucking they're all dead. Other than McCartney's still not going to burn. That freaks me the fuck out. That you can bring music back from the dead.
We might all be overtaken by robots one day. Because I swear in some countries you could have a robot living with you.
Well, I've seen a saying on Instagram the other day was that they've made a robot that can do the washing up for you.
No.
Yeah, and it fucking does it.
Does it?
Delicate round the plates, picks it up, washes it. I thought, fucking hell, where can I get one of these? There was a robot
on Good Morning Britain. Not Good Morning Britain. What's the one? This morning. There was a robot on This Morning once.
What was it doing?
Sitting there chatting and that. I remember it. I really remember it.
Chatting?
There was a robot. No, I need to prove this. Robot on This Morning.
Yeah, no, they can talk, robots. I mean, yeah, I bet it was a shit sort of, "Hello, my name is..."
Yeah.
Yes, it's not going to be funny. It's not
Meet
gonna be riveting, is
Amica.
it?
Yeah, May 2023. There was a robot on there.
Well, Artie's got a robot called Emu.
Yeah, I know. Santi loved it.
And it's a sad robot, and I'll tell you what.
So weird.
The robot's sad because we went to the Maldives that Christmas, and I bought him this robot, and it's like an interactive thing. It sits on a little skateboard, and you can teach it stuff. It'll dance for you. Like he does this thing where, like, he goes, "Put your hands up," and then Emu puts his hands up, and then he shoots Emu, and Emu dies.
Oh my God.
I know, it's weird. Anyway, when we bought the robot, because obviously we was in the Maldives and we'd never actually been away for Christmas, I had to buy him stuff that you could pack. Anyway, this emu's quite small. So anyway, he opened it. He was over the moon. Fucking expensive, this thing.
I can imagine.
And then so we set Emu up. And so he thought he lived in the Maldives, this robot.
Oh.
You could hear the crashing waves around him, and and then he got packed up, whacked in a case, and then got set up again. I mean, we ain't got a bad house, but he's now an Essex robot. And I think he's a bit confused still. He's like, "Where the fuck's the other gaffer? Well, you brought me into this world." But he does listen a lot, and he does weird shit. Like you don't quite know whether is he sort of retaining information from other fucking robots out there.
That's them like them Alexas. I don't trust them Alexas. They're always listening.
He dances for you. Go dance, Emu, dance for me. And he dances, starts mincing around on the table, and he walks around on the table. And he never falls off. He got that.
Yeah, no, Santi loves him.
Yeah, he does love him, doesn't
but we'll have to hide him from Santi now because he was like, when he was little, he was smashing
he was bashing it. Yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah. Again, so, he's gone from the Maldives to getting smashed up by a little 2-year-old.
Yeah.
But I would encourage people out there to...
I don't know what I was speaking about.
To listen to music because we need it in our lives.
Absolutely.
And, it's interesting. Would you like to have been a singer? Like
I'd love to have been a singer.
It's a fucking good job, isn't it?
Oh, I'd love to be able to write music. Like Taylor Swift, I'll give it to her. She writes literally all her music. She's so talented.
Yeah,
she'll just write a song. Like I watched her Netflix show. I think it was on Netflix. So she did a documentary on herself.
Saw that, yeah.
God, that girl's got some talent.
How she comes up and writes music.
She just comes up with things, and she's got another guy, and they just sit there and write. I would love to be born like that.
Mind you, I couldn't sit through a whole concert. I mean, I don't want to.
No, I think it'd be weird if he was a Swiftie.
Like that one. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear?
That's a good song. Imagine you being a Swiftie at the concert.
Well, no, that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
It's when people say, would your dad go on Strictly? I'm like, imagine you in the sequins.
No, I don't, and also I don't want to be the joke one. The one with his tits hanging out of his sequin top. I'm not doing that.
I couldn't take you seriously.
I won't be Bill Bailey, although Bill Bailey won it.
Dad, what was it on Dancing on Ice when that guy We laugh still to this day when he skated off.
Oh, that was Todd Carty when he did Dancing on Ice, and he went out of the rink, the ring, and they pushed him back in, didn't they? They were the good days of Dancing on Ice.
Yeah, I love Dancing on Ice.
I mean, that's a scary one. Would you ever do that?
No, I'd break a bone. Look at me. I'm really not good at that.
You can dance. You can ice skate.
I wouldn't be good on dancing.
I feel like that's the hardest one.
I would end
live
up
on
losing
the telly,
fingers or something.
Fucking ice skating live on the fucking...
Yeah, that is so hard, Dancing on Ice. That's harder than Strictly, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Like, you've really got, like, people really hurt themselves, and I would hurt myself.
Well, my very good friend Charlie Brooks is doing it. Oh, Janine, for anyone who doesn't know Charlie Brooks is. So, Janine will be on the ice.
I'm exciting.
Anyway.
I don't know why we're on there.
Well, this is what we do. We talk shite. I do apologise. We've gone on some mad tangents today.
Yeah, sorry,
what I will say before we wrap it up is, you know, we were both very ratty today. Dani didn't sleep very well. I didn't.
No.
So we were both really venting about some shit we'd like to talk about, but we probably best not to. And I was a bit thinking, oh God, this is going to be a very angry podcast. But actually, it's turned out all right.
We had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, I had half a sandwich, a chicken and chorizo, and that's.
We did eat a thing yesterday.
And it's got me through it. You know, I didn't eat much yesterday.
Oh,
no.
babe.
I won't go into it. But anyway, thank you. Oh. Such a shame it's over. And I could sit here for days talking. You know what we'll do? We'll do like Globals Make Some Noise, where we sort of raise money, where we just do a podcast for 24 hours.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd do that.
Would you know?
Ryland did it once, didn't he?
I think he danced or something.
Oh, yeah, like just danced.
So maybe we consider that. Do get in touch
Global.
if you fancy sponsoring us for that, and it would just be me and Dani talking bollocks for 24 hours. So that just leaves me to say, and this is the most important part of all the shit you've heard. It's so important, this. You must listen and take this in and retain this information, ladies and gentlemen. Never, ever forget, not even for the fucking split second of the day,
You're loved.